My name is Michael Bergen. I'm the athletic coordinator here at Weslaco East. Proud to do the awards today for MVPs of the 2020. Been a very unique year, crazy year, but you know, it's a record-setting year here at Weslaco East. We had 5 teams advance to the playoffs, 4 boys teams, including boys basketball, boys baseball, football, and boys soccer, which is the first time it's ever happened here at Weslaco East. We're pretty proud of that. Girls softball has made the playoffs, by district champs. We've had a lot of sports get after it this year, and you know, it's been a great year, and I want to thank all the coaches and all the boys and girls that have participated to be student athletes. They did a great job this year.
My name is Coach Ramos, and I'm the East High School women's soccer coach, and I'm here to present the MVP award to Gali Martinez. Gali Martinez is a junior, and she represents everything that this program stands for: discipline, integrity, mental and physical strength. She's a junior, and she always did what was asked for by the team. Right? We had a really tough schedule this year, and she helped us out in any way possible, played offense, defense, and midfield. Right, and we look forward to coaching her again next year.
Hello, my name is Robbie Contreras, and I'm the head coach for the Weslaco East men's soccer team here at Weslaco East High School. And today we have 4 awards that we're awarding to our players. 3 of them were not able to be here, but these are awards that are going to be given to the first award is the Heart and Hustle Award that's going to be given to Frank Rivera, Jose Francisco Rivera. He was our defender. He gets the Heart and Hustle Award. He was also a second team all-district defender for our team. This was a challenging year for us. He was there almost every single day, every practice. It was a season that really tried us, and it tried each and every one of our players to the very end due to the circumstances and of course the pandemic. We literally played Ironman soccer all year long, and I'm very proud of these young men that came out and produced, challenging themselves and challenging themselves against in the face of adversity. They basically went out and were able to make the playoffs in a very tough district. Playing against teams that were former state champions and teams that were ranked in the state, and coming out on top to be able to make the playoffs. Very proud of them. Jose Francisco Rivera gets the Heart and Hustle Award. The second award goes to Sebastian Caballero. Sebastian Caballero was one of our defenders. He got selected as a second team all-district defender, but he's getting our defensive player of the year. Sebastian's also one of the individuals that we're very proud of, coming out and just making the team and being able to transcend the team to a new level of defense. The third award goes to our offensive player of the year, and that's Jesus Barragan. He was our forward, and teams basically just had to find a way to deal with his pressure and his speed up front. He also received first team all district forward in our district, 32-5A, and was very proud of him as well. Overall, we have our MVP award, and this award goes to Jose Alvarado. And Jose, this is for you. Okay, very proud of Jose and all his accomplishments, all 4 years being an intricate part of our program here at Weslaco East. And not only that, but just challenging himself on a daily basis to be here on time, do the right thing, pass his classes, stay eligible, on and off the field. A lot of our players, like I said earlier, we went through an extreme, extraordinary year in this year, and I'm very proud of each and every one of them. But our MVP for this year goes to Jose Alvarado. Thank you, guys.
I'm Coach Rojas, Ruben Rojas. I'm with the Weslaco East Boys Golf, and here to present our MVP, Furlan Ortiz. Furlan Ortiz is a 2-year letterman. He's played a lot of golf. He was there in and out whenever we needed him. He was there. Awesome student athlete. Enjoyed him being on the team every year, and we played, a bunch of challenging courses, and he was able to overcome and perform well at the golf course. So I hate to see him leave, but he's gonna move on to bigger and better things and go to college and do all that. So hey, our MVP for Weslaco East Boys Golf, Furlan Ortiz.
My name is Coach Israel Garcia. I'm the head girls golf coach here at Weslaco East. My assistant coach is Annabelle Garza, and our MVP for this school year is Mona Zavala. Okay, Mona had a great high school career. She is a 3-year letterman, 2-time MVP, and she qualified for regionals this year. She qualified by playing a very challenging golf course, and she had to battle through some injuries, but she pulled through and got us to regionals. So again, this year's MVP is Mona Zavala.
I'm Coach Mata for Weslaco East. I'm the head coach for boys and girls tennis. This year was way different, but thankfully I had these students stay on and come out and compete. They had big shoes to fill, and they did it amazingly. We didn't win every single match, but we gave it a fight every single chance we got. For boys MVP, I have Reynaldo Leal. Stepped up as a junior to fill in quite a few empty slots on the senior side, but improved tremendously, and he took it upon himself to shoulder that spot. Last year, wasn't quite interested in being number 1, number 2. This year, questions every single day. Coach, what can I do next? What can I do? What else can I do? Can I do this? Can I try this? So went above and beyond, especially his role as a junior. So I'm really glad to award him the tennis boys MVP this year. On the girls side, both amazing players. We have Brianna Brockington, a sophomore this year. She won several medals as a freshman in the freshman division last year, several trophies, amazing player. This year, gave her the choice, join varsity, play a little bit tougher opponents, and she didn't say no. Jasmine Alvarado, freshman player. Thankfully, we had her come on out. She was interested. She didn't join us in time for our team season early on, but gave her the option. You've got what it takes to play against these tougher opponents. It took a day or two for her to get back to me on the decision, but I think she really enjoyed the decision she finally made. She played actually with Reynaldo with mixed doubles, earning at least 2 or 3 third place trophies this year. We had a real strong chance at district. It just so happens that the environment took over and we couldn't really do much with that. So Brianna stepped up in lieu of losing so many seniors to this season. She stepped up. She's only a sophomore, and I'm really glad that she stayed on and filled those big shoes. Last thing to say is that Brianna actually earned 32-5A honorable mention during the team season for playing girls singles, and then Jasmine and Reynaldo picked up 32-5A honorable mention for the singles tournament season. So I'm really glad to have these guys on.
Hello, my name is Coach Corena, and I am the head volleyball coach here at Weslaco East. I would like to introduce our 2020-2021 MVPs, we have Aislinn Mesa and Danny Castillo. Both played pivotal roles in our volleyball team. Ace was in charge of the front row and she led the team in kills, and Danny held her own on the back row and led the team with digs. We are so very proud of these two young ladies who are also our seniors, and we're going to miss them very much.
Good afternoon, Strong Shot Nation. My name is Armando Celedon. I'm one of the assistant powerlifting coaches here at Weslaco East. I have the pleasure today introducing you to our powerlifting MVPs. To my left is our girls MVP, Miss Diana Hernandez. She was a senior this past year. Her tenure here at Weslaco East, she qualified for state all 4 years. She was an exceptional powerlifter. No weight was too strong for Cyan. She weighed a whopping 90 pounds. Competed at the 97-pound division. She placed third this past year in state. She's a senior. We are very glad that she's moving on to the next level and going to college. We're going to miss her here at Weslaco East, and we wish Cyan nothing but the best. To my right, I have Mr. George Guajardo and Mr. Zeke Negrete. These boys competed at the state powerlifting meet this past year. George is a junior. This was his first year powerlifting with us. He came on the scene pretty strong. He finished third at the powerlifting meet in the 132-pound division. He had PRs in each the bench, squat, and deadlift. I also have Mr. Zeke Negrete, who is the definition of a student athlete. Zeke is ranked third in his class. He's going on to play college football at Trinity University. We're going to miss Zeke on the football field and definitely in the weight room as well. And I would like to wish these student athletes nothing but the best in their future endeavors, and always go strong side.
Okay, my name is Coach Ramirez, and I am the Weslaco East varsity head swimming coach. And before I begin, I want to go ahead and thank my assistant coach, Melissa Alejandro, and the athletic department. This year's MVP goes to the boys relay team. I have senior Dimitri Leal, captain. I also have junior Joshua Blas, junior Carlos Jimenez, freshman Nathaniel Leal, who is also a student at Early College High School. This team broke 2 team records in the 200 free relay as well as a 200 IM relay. They also hold 2 individual records. Dimitri Leal holds a school record in the breaststroke. Joshua Blas also holds the individual record in the individual medley. They are also district champs in their individual events as well as their relay teams. They are district champs in the breaststroke, Dimitri Leal, district champ in the 200 IM, Joshua Blas, district champ in the 100 back, Carlos Jimenez. They are also district champs in the 200 medley relay and the 200 free relay. The team were also regional qualifiers. They all qualified for their events and their relays as well as their individual events. And the MVP will go to my boys relay team. MVPs for the girls, it will be my relay team. My relay team consists of captain and senior Lizette Camarena, my freshman Haley Solis, freshman Kaylee Solis, freshman Janet Gonzalez. These girls hold a new team school record in the 200 IM. They hold a new also individual records in the individual of the 50 free, which is Haley Solis. She also holds a school record in the 100 free, Haley Solis. Senior district champ was Lizette Camarena in the 100 fly. These girls were also regional qualifiers, and they qualified in their events in their regional areas.
Good afternoon. My name is Marcus Bowen Sr. I am the head wrestling coach for the boys and girls team at Weslaco East High School. I'm going to introduce the female wrestler. Girl of the year is Maddie Quiroga, and boy of the year is David Trevino. I will start by talking about Maddie first. Maddie is a senior. We are sorry to see her go. She's one of the best wrestlers that I've ever seen. She's been a 4-year starter, a 4-year captain, She's been a state qualifier, many time district qualifier, and this year she qualified for district and regionals. She's also an exceptional student, which she has a bright future ahead of her. She should be wrestling, well, going on to wrestle this year. So congratulations, Maddie.
Thank you, sir.
And then here we have junior. I mean, not junior, but we have David Trevino. He is a junior. This is actually his first year of varsity wrestling. As a freshman, David wrestled JV. This year, as a junior, he finally broke the varsity ranks, and the young man did a remarkable job. I really didn't know anything about David, but what I would find out later, that David would always attend practice. He always did extra. He was in the weight room, on the track, and it really served him well this year. David Trevino placed third in district, and he was a placer at the regionals. I'm very proud of these two, and we're looking forward to next year.
Good afternoon. My name is Coach Tom Owens. I'm the boys cross country and track and field coach here at Weslaco East High School. Today we're going to honor our MVP. Our MVP is Renee Tamez in both boys track and field and boys cross country. He's a 4-year varsity letter winner in cross country, 3 in track. He was an area qualifier this year in track in 2 events. He's a 4-time regional qualifier in cross country, and this year he had the honor of becoming a state qualifier in cross country and ran up at Round Rock. He's got the 5th best 5K time in East cross country history, and he's been the MVP in cross country the last 3 years and was team captain the last 2 years. More than athletics, he's very high academically. He was selected academic all-state second team in cross country by the Texas High School Coaches Association. He was an AP Scholar, which is a very prestigious award, member of the National Honor Society, state qualifier in science fair, and a BPA state qualifier in programming. This year also, and he doesn't know if he even knows this yet, he was also awarded academic all-state second team in boys track and field by the Texas High School Coaches Association. Very proud of Renee Tamez. He's worked hard, he's earned this award, and because of his hard work and efforts, he's already signed a letter of intent to compete and study at Montreat College in Montreat, North Carolina. So Renee, thank you for your services and your efforts here at East. We appreciate you. Well done, well done.
I'm Coach Davis, girls head track coach, and I'm here right now with Clarissa Jaramillo. She is the 2021 girls track MVP. We had a tough season, as you know, not a typical season. The pandemic changed many things, took away a lot of our training. We started the year a little bit behind, but consistently throughout the season, she continued to improve throughout the whole season. And little by little, her times improved to the point where she started to see the reality that she could go on to the next level. Not only, competing district-wide or at the area, but the ultimate goal of regionals. So I was happy to be able to give Clarissa this opportunity to be named the 2021 girls track MVP for her accomplishments in the girls 300-meter hurdle race. She was 2nd place at the district meet. She was 3rd place at the area meet, which earned her a trip to San Antonio for the regional track meet, which is quite an honor. So for that right there, she's our 2021 girls track MVP. Coach Davis here with my 2020 girls MVP for the cross country program, Jenica Paz. She was one of our leaders from the very beginning. We had a very difficult summer, unlike any other with the pandemic. Normally the cross country team trains all summer long for the chance to train and be ready for our season, which starts before the school year. But with that being taken away, a lot of the responsibility fell on top of these girls to prepare themselves in the summer when we weren't able to meet as a team. Jenica was one of the leaders at that time, putting in her training, and it paid off by leading mileage runs, by leading the workouts on the track, setting standards in races, numerous top 10 finishes. She set herself up for quite a season. And at the district meet, she placed in the top 10, earning herself a second team all-district nomination. And to go with that, also a trip to the 2020 UIL Regional Cross Country Championships in Corpus Christi. She is only the second school individual qualifier to go to regionals in cross country since the state of Texas changed it to a 5K race about 7 or 8 years ago. So for that reason right there, it was a clear choice who the MVP would be for this year, and that's Jenica.
Hello, my name is Zeke Rodriguez. I'm the head boys basketball coach at Weslaco East High School. Here I have with me Gianni Barrera.
Gianni Barrera. Barrera driving, up, strong, in, good.
One of our MVPs for the Wildcat basketball program. I just want to highlight some of the things that this young man has done for the program. He's a 3-year letterman. This was my first year, but he's been on varsity since he was a sophomore. From what I understand, in the past, he was a catalyst to this program, as he was this year for us, offense and defense. He was one of our main scorers, our main defenders, and he also did something that a lot of kids throughout this decade that they've been doing, which is going from one sport to the other. Gianni was a football player as well. He sacrificed his body, his time, going from football practice, coming to basketball practice, and then playing on some games. So I commend him for that effort that he gave to this basketball program, the heart and hustle that he provided for us throughout the whole year. And, you know, this is why he's being recognized as one of our MVPs for the Wildcat basketball program. He was a second team all-district selection this past year. The year before, he was a first team selection, the 32-5A. Just want to congratulate him and give him the recognition that he deserves for, you know, the great career that he's had here at Weslaco East. And he finished on a high note, us making the playoffs this year. And, you know, I couldn't have done it without his support, you know, as far as coming every day to practice, you know, when his time was allotted. And, you know, just again, Gianni, I want to thank you for everything that you did for us to help me in my first year as a head boys basketball coach here at Weslaco East. I've been wanting to come back to this program since I started it back in 2002, and I had the privilege and to come back and be here for this program. The other student that we have is Nacho Aranda, or Ignacio Aranda. He's not here today, some prior commitments.
Looking out to his left to Aranda. Aranda for 3, and that was good.
But we want to recognize him also as an MVP for the Wildcat basketball program. Like Gianni, you know, he was one of our primary scorers and our primary defenders. He did a great job on the defensive side of the court. We assigned him to guard the other team's best player, and he did that to the best of his ability, keeping the opponents down, you know, below their average. And again, you know, I want to commend him for the hard work and the effort that he's given us throughout the whole year. Them two are probably the hardest workers kids that I've coached in a long time, and with their heart and their hustle, like I mentioned, you know, we wouldn't have been able to make the playoffs this year. We were a 4th-seeded team into the 32-5A playoffs, and, you know, it's a great accomplishment, and they set the foundation for the future Wildcats that are going to come through this basketball program.
Well, hello everyone. I'm Coach Cromer here representing the Lady Wildcat basketball team. This year was obviously a unique year. We had a lot of challenges coming into the season. Many of our returners did not come out for the season due to the COVID pandemic. However, the 2 young ladies I have standing next to me did. This is a product of seniors who have been in the program for 4 years, who have contributed their dedication, their heart, and their energy to lead this team in a tremendously challenging year. And I'm very proud of both of them. We have all district selections. Jaslyn was selected to the second team all district.
And away with the rebound is Zertuche, and she'll dribble coast to coast off the glass and in.
And Danny Castillo was selected to the honorable mention all district.
Castillo for 3. That one is good.
And they were both represented Weslaco East in the Rio Grande Valley All-Star Game, in which Jaslyn was the leading scorer and the team MVP for the East, which was really neat to see and to be a part of. So they represented Weslaco East extremely well. Jaslyn was our leading scorer. Danny was a tremendous defender. They both played the entire season, never missed a practice, never missed a game, gave us everything they had, led us on the court, and took care of their classwork. And they both received academic all-district honors, which I'm very proud of. I would like to name this year's MVPs, co-MVPs. Our MVPs are not selected by me, they're voted on by the team. I allow my team to vote for them. And this year's co-MVPs voted by their teammates is Jaslyn Sertucci and Danny Castillo. Congratulations, ladies. And this will go in the halls of Weslaco East for years and years to come. You can bring your children back to see your name on this flag.
Swung on, ground ball, Silva fields it, tosses it to first for out number 3. And your Lady Wildcats are by-district champions.
This year we had a phenomenal season, 11-year streak of not winning a by-district championship. We're starting off with our Heart and Hustle. This is one of my favorite awards. It is voted on by all the teammates and the coaching staff. This award is being presented to Ariana Cabrera and Magali Laraga. Ariana is a dangerous threat both offensively and defensively for us. She plays 3 defensive positions, was our closing pitcher, had 8 saves, 2 perfect games and a shutout. She also racked up 6 home runs in 3 games with 33 RBIs, 29 runs scored, and led our team with 16 walks. Magali Laraga is a fighter. She started the season as a defensive player only and ended our season on the lineup. She led our team with 4 double plays, closed out 8 of our games, had 58 total chances defensively, 24 putouts, 29 assists, and only 5 errors in 25 games. Our next award is our co-defensive MVPs, Ceci Bautista and Dion Lopez. Ceci's our corner infield. She plays both first and third base for us. She had a total of 109 chances. She had 93 putouts, 11 assists, and 5 errors in 25 games. Dion is our D-Money center fielder. She controls our outfield and has some of the most challenging and most exciting catches and plays. She had 31 defensive chances, 28 putouts, 1 assist, and only 2 errors in 24 games. Our offensive MVP is Jay-Z Piper Casares. As a freshman, she hit 6 home runs and broke the Weslaco East home run record. Coming back this year, her sophomore season, she had some unfinished business. She slammed 10 home runs this season, beating her personal record and setting a new Weslaco East home run record. She also racked up 11 doubles, 13 singles, 33 RBIs, 29 runs, and 9 stolen bases. Our softball MVP this year is Melissa Cabrera. She's our leadoff batter and our ace pitcher on the mound. She has been a great leader both on and off the field for us. She had a great season leading our team to a by-district championship in 2 games, amazing shutout games. She struck out 16 batters, finishing her junior season with 97 strikeouts, only 8 walks in 21 games. Our MVPs for Weslaco East softball.
And he's got it, and that'll do it. The Weslaco East Wildcats, for the first time, make history in winning a district championship, a 32-5A title.
I'm Coach Brown here at Weslaco East, head baseball coach. I'm here with Alex Solis and Antonio Balboa. You know, this year our baseball team went 12-2 in district. We were co-district champs. This is the first time in school history. We made the playoffs for the first time in school history. And, you know, we played together as a team. We played great. You know, it'd be great to have the whole team up here as an MVP, but these two are my MVPs. I got Antonio Balboa and Alex Solis in district. Antonio Balboa was offensive MVP for the district, and Alex Solis was the co-pitcher of the year this year. You know, these two young men, they produced big numbers. Balboa had 5 home runs on the season.
But they're going to say home run here in the bottom of the first inning to tie the game for Antonio Balboa, solo shot.
Overall district, I think he batted like .481 on the season, and Alex.
And that one blows by him. Here, that's going to be strikeout, I believe, number 3 here for Alex Solis.
I want to say he had close to 90 strikeouts, about 80-something strikeouts on the season. And his batting average was about a 370, 375. So, I mean, we're looking for big things next year. These two are sophomores this year. Next year we got them back as juniors. And we got a whole bunch of kids, young men coming back, and I expect big things for that team next year.
First time ever they win a district title. They do it by tying the Chargers atop of 32-5A. Congratulations, Coach Brown and the Weslaco East Wildcats.
You know, every year I look forward to the heart and hustle. You talk about the guys that always at practice, give 100%. You don't ever have to make a phone call, wake them up. You know they're going to be there. On the field, there's no loafing. Sideline to sideline, classroom, same thing. And I'm pretty proud of these 4 guys. 2 of these guys have signed already to play at the next level. And I'm really excited about the other 2 who are juniors. I think we got a great thing at Weslaco East in football, and these guys have just took us to another level. First one I want to talk about are my 2 juniors. Javi Garza, split time at quarterback, wherever I wanted to put him. I knew he'd do a great job there. Javi was an all-district pick. To me, you know, you talk about a guy that led our team as a junior, got big shoes to fill. He's going to lead our team next year. Did everything we asked him and more. Thank you, Javi. Next one is Rigo Fuentes. This is Rigo. Rigo be our defensive tackle. I watched him on film a lot. His effort has got our new defense coordinator excited. Thinks he's going to blow up the offensive line. I got to agree with him. He's a big kid, strong kid, first team all-district D-line. We look for a lot of big things out of him. Again, you'll never find him loafing on the field. Next 2 young men signed at colleges, and I'm really proud of them. The first one is Aram Cantu. He just signed at a small college out of Missouri. I'm excited for him. He moved to offensive line his senior year, and what he did at offensive line helped pave the way for our quarterbacks and running backs and an undefeated season and a bi-district champ. Played great. All-district selection. I think Missouri got a steal out of this kid. He's going to do great things. The next one is Zeke Negrete. Zeke came to us. I was able to coach him 1 year. I wish I could have had him 4 years. Wish I could have him another 4 years like all these guys. Zeke came from us from a school that's in the neighborhood. Came and right away ended up being team captain. What he does on the field is special. What he does in the classroom is very special. He signed at Trinity. I think they got a steal. I think he's going to be a great student athlete. He was first team all-district, first team all-area, and all-state, and he was first team academic all-state. So I'm very proud of him. I wish these guys the best of luck, and Heart and Hustle was very well represented this year. I'm here today to talk about the 2 defensive MVPs that we've had. You know, both of them have played inside linebackers the last 2 years. Gio started 3 years. I have a hard time replacing these two. I call 1-5 and I call 128, the jerseys numbers, and you know, two kids that are special in our program. If you watch them play, they're unbelievable. First one I want to talk about is Jordan Velasquez. He couldn't be here today. Jordan was, like I said, a 2-year starter, first team all-district. Kid was sideline to sideline, would light you up. Just a great student. Got a whole bunch of college credits. You know, just one of those guys that I'm going to miss a lot. And, you know, academic all-state. Just a great individual. The next one I want to talk about is Gio Barrera. He was number 28. Everybody knows 28 in the Valley. MVP of the district 2 years in a row. That's 6A and this year at 5A. Leading tackler most of the time during the games. Kickoff, either the first or second team guy down there. Do anything you'd ask him to do. Made big plays. Came in and made big sacks for us, put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Was the leader of our defense along with Jordan. Two seniors that we're going to have big shoes to fill. And, you know, besides being MVP of our district, you know, you're talking about all area and all state player. And, you know, these two kids that made the MVP on defense is going to be known at Weslaco East for a long time. My name is Coach Burgett. I'm the head football coach at Weslaco East High School. Today I'm going to talk about the offensive MVPs. Pedro Posadas is one. He's not here. He's up in college right now visiting. He was first team all-district, second team all-area, first team all-state. A guy that I'm going to miss a lot. A guy that showed up at every practice, was a great power lifter, did a great job here at Weslaco East. He did everything and more that a coach could ask for. The second MVP on offense is Gio Guetta, and we knew what kind of kid we had as a freshman. When we used to watch him run as a freshman when he was here on the freshman team, we knew right away he was going to be great. He had great 2 seasons on varsity. He was a 3-year varsity letterman, but 2 years that just stood out was his junior, senior year. He was first team all-district running back, second team all-area, was a young man that I'm going to miss personally real bad. You know, every time you see Gio, he's got a smile. Just one of those kids that are really liked at our school, and if you ever met him, you'll understand why. 29 years of coaching. I can tell you, athletes don't come around like Avery Bowen every year. Great student, coach's son, a guy that came to Weslaco East, and in 1 month, we elected team captain. Nothing but positive, nothing but hustle, performs like a college athlete. Very honored, never had to check on his grades, so I know his dad would have. Just a special athlete that did a lot of good things at Weslaco East. Played basketball, just played in an all-star game. I'm pretty proud that I'm very happy that he came to Weslaco East. First team, he was MVP offense. And I'll tell you the truth, he was MVP of our district, should have been. What he did at Weslaco East led us in passing, rushing, led our district in rushing and overall yards, touchdowns, kickoff return, punt return. Anything I asked him to do, he did it at full speed. In 29 years, one of the best athletes that I have ever coached, one of the best attitudes of an individual a coach could ask for. I'm going to miss him a lot. It'll probably show next year on Friday nights, but I know Avery's going to go to college and represent Weslaco East, represent his last name Bowen in a very positive way, and he'll remember WISD because it was the school that he graduated from. And, you know, from myself and my coaching staff, I want to thank Avery a lot for coming over here. He means a lot to us. He also made all area, and he was all state. So, you know, like I said, we're going to miss him a lot. Thank you very much. every year, you know, is a special year. This one's been very special because of the situation we had with COVID this year. And at Weslaco East, we overcame COVID. We overcame, but we had our best athletic season ever. So it is my privilege to talk about the athlete of the year, the athletes of the year. Female-wise, she did everything from softball to cheerleading to volleyball and track. She just whispered that to me. To track. Set the home run record in softball. Congratulations. On the boys' side, we had two special young men that really stood out, helped the boys who, you know, our boys program put 4 sports into the playoffs. First time in school history. And track and cross country has had so many individuals signed, and I'm really happy that Rene Temez, he did a great job. He's signing to go represent us in college, like many of his teammates in the past have. I know he's going to do a great job. Academic All-State, very smart individual. And the other one I just talked about in football was Avery Bowen. You know, as an athlete in football, you know, I told you about the MVP on offense and led the team. He also led our basketball team back into the playoffs. So very happy on these 3 guys, and I want to congratulate them, and I want to congratulate their coaches and their parents. These 3 are what Weslaco East is all about. Thank you very much.